Hey everybody, it's Angelica. So, first off, I apologize for my appearance. I did just arrive at the barn. It's super early in the morning and I literally have no makeup on, and I just threw my hair back, so please excuse that. I decided I'd do a normal spring routine today as it's lovely out, and I think it'll be cool to show y'all what I do in a day. Anyway, it's about 6:15 in the morning and I just arrived at the barn to feed the horses. But before I do all that, I look a little bit too much like a rat for my liking, so I'm gonna fix my hair and look a little more presentable. So, without any further ado, I suppose let's jump into a normal day during spring at the Jupiter Equestrian Facility. So, this doesn't really need a voiceover, but I'm just popping my hair down and then kind of brushing it out and styling it a little bit so it looks a little nicer. And then popping on some very, very basic makeup. And with that, I am pretty much done with this part of my day. And now I'm moving on to feeding the horses. So it's about 6:22 by now, I think, and the first thing I'm doing is really just checking on all of the horses. You can see Chili giving me the cold shoulder because I didn't feed her in time. The reason I do this is just to make sure no one's injured or has blown a shoe in the night, just, because I don't sleep here or anything. I go to my house at night. So I'm glad I was able to catch this on camera. As you can see, Montero has a strategy of trying to get fed first by being really cute and doing his little Lipizzaner rears and shuffles, and as much as I hate to say it, it works. He knows he's cute and he knows I love him. So as you can see, Lady decided to be very helpful and put her head directly in the camera, but what can you do, I guess? So, true to his nature, Tucker decided to throw a temper tantrum because I wasn't feeding him quick enough for his liking. And then when I finally did get to feeding him, he, well... So now that I'm done feeding all of the horses while I let them eat, I'm going to wash off Jax, because even though the camera doesn't really pick it up, he is very messy and really needs a bath. So finally, by the time I'm done with all of the morning chaos, which is about 6:53 today, a.m. of course, I am just changing into some warmer clothes because it is warmed up significantly since this morning, and I'm going to go catch some horses from the pasture. So as you can see, I have Tucker sitting impatiently on the cross ties here. I figured I'd just go for a little ride before I have all of my stuff in the afternoon, like lessons and stuff. So I'm just grooming him and tacking him up, and we're just going to go for a little ride. And before I put his bridle on and start riding, I'm obviously not fit to ride in shorts and this tank top that I was wearing, so I'm just changing into this blue polo, my riding pants, and even though you can't see it from my camera angle, my normal riding boots. And I obviously can't forget a helmet because safety is important. So now that we're out in the arena, I'm doing a very simple just walk, trot, canter warm-up before we start doing some jumping, because that is, I'm gonna be honest, definitely what Tucker excels at. You can see just how focused he is by his headset. He's looking forward, ears forward, or backwards. Just totally listening to everything that I say. He's great like that. That's why I definitely want to put him in the lesson program one day. He's an awesome listener and super comfy to ride. It's just great. I'll do a little montage here now to show you what we did. So about now I'm just setting up some jumps and starting off very simple with Tucker. I don't want to wear him out too quickly. Just doing a slow canter at some smaller rails and just getting him all warmed up until we do a bigger course. He was moving great, seemed very happy to be doing what we were doing, and honestly we were just having a ton of fun. So after all of that hard work, Tucker did amazing. I decided I'd just go on a little trail ride, beach ride type thing to help cool him off, and I guess I'll just montage that now. after finishing up untacking Tucker and doing some boring barn stuff, I am now taking a few of my horses to the groomer, I guess. I don't really know what to call it, to get their manes cut a little bit because it is slowly getting warmer and warmer in Jorvik and I don't want them to overheat. So as you can see, I have Beryl here. He's an older OTTB and a very trusted lesson horse of mine. And I'm just, clipping his mane. Nothing super fancy. I just wanted it to be cooler. So now with Beryl looking very stylish in his new mane style, I am just riding back to the barn, and I'll just speed this up a bit so you don't have to watch very much. I'm going and I'm going to grab my Shire, who is named Java, and a few other horses, and pretty much just do the same so that they can be a little bit cooler. So that took much longer than I'd anticipated, but after doing that and a few other barn things, it is quite a bit later. I want to say it's around like 9:50. I have a lesson pretty soon, so I'm just going to go get ready for that. She's going to bring her own horse, and I'll tell you a bit about her once she's here. So this is one of my students, Christina, and her horse, Melody, but she's nicknamed Mel. She's been coming here for quite a while. She's one of our more advanced riders, and today I was honestly just working on her and Mel kind of bonding and having a good time and just not stressing about trying to improve or stressing about a show, just really having fun and doing their thing. So Christina and Mel primarily work on jumping, as you can see, and don't worry, I did get permission to film her, just giving a little warm up to Mel so that she isn't too stiff or uncomfortable before they start jumping. And I'm kind of just giving them pointers here and there, but mainly letting them do their own thing and have a good time, because I think it's important to have a break sometimes. Now I've just set up a small course of jumps for them and just building up to a bigger course, but until then I'm just, seeing how they do, giving pointers here and there, telling her what she's doing well and what she could improve, and making sure Mel looks good and is comfortable. But I will just do a little montage now of the course that they did and the rest of the lesson. So now they're just going on a little cool down trail so that they're not too hot after all of the work that they just did, and I am just gonna let them have their thing instead of following them with the camera and get ready for my next lesson. So this is my second lesson of the day. This is Amy and one of our lesson horses, Leo, who Amy leases. She wasn't feeling super focused today and was a bit stressed about some other things going on in her life, so she requested that we not do any kind of super hardcore lesson, and instead if her and Leo, could go and have some fun on the cross-country course, and I of course said yes. So after their fun little cross-country escapade, I was just giving a few tips and pointers because Amy said she wanted to give a little bit of time devoted to her jumping skills, and her and Leo were doing really awesome. I just gave them a few lines to jump and then told them what they were doing well and what they could improve on, and both of them did really awesome. I can totally see them winning some shows later on if they want to. And they just make a really great team. So it was awesome to see her feeling good and enjoying a ride. Well, the end of their lesson marks 1 p.m., which means it is technically the afternoon, and so I suppose that means that my morning routine has been completed. As you can see, I'm just going on a little trail ride here with Montero, and that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye!